blissful day. Give thanks. I was talking about a video, a picture I put up of the video that Block Nation did. They turned me on to it. It was talking about the Dtcc, and I wrote some notes. I want to try to find the notes I just wrote. Kind of lost them, but it's funny, man, because it's so powerful. You know, they were talking about okay, the Dtcc, the Depository Trust and Clearing Corporation, plays a massive behind-the-scenes role in traditional finance. It's essentially the plumbing of Wall Street, handling clearing and settlement for trade, stocks, bonds, derivatives, making sure transactions go through smoothly and both sides get what they agreed to. It processes quadrillions of dollars in transactions every year. So, you know, when I was watching this video, it started just bringing up things that I've gone through for this whole time since 2016 being in crypto. And it talked about, in the notes I took, it says how crypto and blockchain could disrupt or evolve the DTCC model. Instant settlement, transparency and auditing, tokenization of assets, programmable finance. Crypto isn't just about Bitcoin anymore. It's about infrastructure, replacing or enhancing the systems we take for granted. If crypto succeeds in reinventing how we handle ownership, value, and trust, the DTCC's role could either evolve into a blockchain native institution or be replaced by open networks that do the same job faster, cheaper, and more transparently. So, you know, in that video what Block Nation was talking about, I have a picture on it. It's on YouTube too, and I have a picture in my Instagram of the description of the video. You can go watch it because you need to watch it in its full, in its entirety, because it's so powerful. They mention particular cryptos in that video. They mentioned XLM and they mentioned XRP. And I remember I watched so many different content creators on crypto, you know, and all kinds of things. I like to study. I just like to listen, read, study, and continue to study. I was just watching Smart Guy, and he was talking about reprogramming the brain, and I'll get back to that. But in that video, they go through a description of what's going to happen to the system, what's going to change in the system, and how the system is changing over. And that's what I was just describing in what I read. They're changing the whole entire system over worldwide, not just United States. And you can see it by listening to what Trump has been saying. But a lot of things that what they do in the news and the media, they distract you. They make you get emotional about things. They throw all this stuff up. They start having all these so-called killings of people, all this different stuff to distract you. You know what I'm saying? And what I've been doing since 2016 is staying on focus, you know, even to the point where in some parts of my life, it's a little suffering. So I need to get back to, you know, working out more, stretching and doing that stuff and just have a regimen. But just like anything, you just have a regimen. I have such a regimen now of reading and studying about crypto, trying to stay up on, you know, the information, because it's moving so freaking fast. You can't even play with it. It's moving so fast. But that video that Block Nation did is extraordinarily powerful because it goes into detail, and they have different officers in the companies telling you what's what and what's going to happen and what's going to take place and the timeline for it. In that video, they're saying 2025, these things are going to take place and go into effect. So these particular assets are going to expand. You know what I'm saying? If you're buying them, say if you were buying XRP at 50 cents, you know what I'm saying, and its trajectory is to balloon, so it may go to, I don't know what it'll go to. I'm not gonna even say, but I know it's gonna expand. And I know since I've been buying it, it's expanding, because it was at 50 cents one time. Now it's at $2 and something now. You know, XLM was at 9 cent one time. Now it's at maybe 30 cent, 26 cent, 27 cent. I don't know how much it is right now, but maybe 26 cent, 24, something like that. But XDC, it was at 3 cent one time when I was buying it. Now I think it's at 7. It went up to as high as I don't remember, 15, 17 cent. I can't remember exactly, but I know they go up and down because it's kind of linked somewhat to the stock market. But everything is changing. Just like in the .com boom, when these things were happening, people were like, I don't understand that. I don't know. You know, at one time, people didn't understand. We didn't understand email, me, including me. I didn't understand nothing about computers, but I got in there and I put, I rolled my sleeves up and I started figuring things out, because I didn't graduate from high school. You know what I'm saying? All I do is read. That's all I do is read, and I study and I listen to others that read and study and overturn information, like Block Nation did that particular video. So, going back to what Smart Guy was saying, you have to reprogram your brain and your mind, in your subconscious, because your subconscious plays tricks on you continuously. It'll tell you that you're going to fail. But one thing he said in there, he was saying when his brain tells him he's going to fail, he said, prove it. Prove that I'm going to fail. So he's talking to, himself, and as a result, it starts to challenge those particular thoughts. And one thing he said in there, he said, I am enough. And it unlocked some things in me when I heard it. So I started writing it, and I'm going to keep writing it. I'm going to write it over and over. But I said it maybe 200 times after he said it. He said it 100 times on the video. And asked the guy not to edit it out. He kept saying, I am enough, I am enough, I am enough, I am enough. And that unlocked something in me when I was listening to it. And I started saying it while he was saying it, because I always do things like that. If somebody's saying something or somebody's telling me something that resonates with me, I start doing it immediately. You know what I'm saying? So the same thing with this video I'm talking about with the Dtcc. When Block Nation started talking about it, I went and looked up the Dtcc while I was looking at the video. I paused the video, look up Dtcc, and I put it in Chat GPT to see, break it down for me. And I started getting this information. As a result, I was able to do this video and read some of the information off the information I got. But they inspired me by doing that video. You know what I'm saying? And I look at so many content creators, man. I don't care. I want information. And I want to know. So, and I want to be whatever I'm studying, whatever the spirit or the energy is pushing me to do. I want to be, I want to have information behind it. I don't want to just know it. I want to know it. You know what I'm saying? I want to know it. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just kidding. But I want to know it. I want to really know what I'm sitting there, reading about and studying about and feeling, because there's a feeling. I remember one time, 2016 in my household, the brother was living there with me. He was like, man, I don't know anything about that crypto you're doing, man. It seems like it's kind of, scammy. It seems some scams behind it. So he brought me a paper one home. He was delivering papers. He brought me a paper home one day from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. And in the front page, they had Bitcoin is a scam. And I said, bro, why would they put some in the front of the paper? Think about it. Think. Use more than just your head, but use your heart and your head combined and think, resonate with what these people always do. They've always not told us the direct truth. They'll disclose the truth to you, but they'll twist it. And that's a twist to the truth. You don't put anything in the front page. They're talking to one another. I told them, I said, they're talking to one another. You know what I'm saying? I had been studying it over and over, and I had a conviction in my heart and in my soul that, yo, this is going to be something. 2015, 2016. I ran across it in 2011, but just didn't do it. Because I was doing all kind of stuff online, making money on things and, hustling. And always, my mind is always laser focused on how can I expand my wealth. You know what I'm saying? In all kind of ways, health-wise, mental-wise, financial-wise. But you got to keep studying. You got to keep, expanding yourself out there. And look at that art, look at that post that I did with them on it. And then you can go study the video on YouTube. Give thanks. Stay abundant, stay blissful, stay prosperous, stay healthy. Salute.